Here we
Yeah,
go. We're
so
started. Okay. So welcome everybody to our Beauty U for May. This is May the 10th tonight. And we have some fun for you tonight. We're going to have, it's going to be a little bit interactive, as you can tell already. We can see each other, which is really cool. And this is kind of our motto. We are the company that believes in healthy, good for you beauty that celebrates every woman, that inspires you and works for you naturally. And I just love that about Beauty Control. If you've used any of their products, you probably already appreciate that too. Okay. And we want you guys to get to know Ashley and I just a little bit before we go. So we're going to tell you just a couple minutes story about how we got started. My journey started about 20 years ago. And Ashley was 8 at the time, and I had a spinal cord injury, and I was paralyzed from that. Over the years, I've regained my mobility, but I have a lot of issues that I deal with daily. And Ashley was instrumental in helping me get through that, of course. And I never thought I'd really be able to work again. I had a friend, though, that joined Beauty Control, and she came over with a few of our friends and showed us the spa. And I watched the simplicity of it, because y'all can probably appreciate how simple this really is. And I thought, you know what? I think God's pushing me in this direction. So I went ahead and joined. I needed good skincare. Who else needs good skincare, right? So I joined for the skincare. And then I started sharing it with a few friends. And boy, it just sort of took a life of its own. And I realized very quickly that I was going to be able to do this even with my disability. So it's just been a huge blessing to me and my whole family. Um, I guess what we could say, Ashley, that you might not have just returned from Fiji had I not jumped in there. And
I would say so.
yeah, so she's going to share a little bit more about that with you. But that's kind of how we all got started. And this is how Ashley got started.
Well, I was in college at the time, and my mom actually just signed me up without telling me. So a box arrived on my doorstep with, all these great products in it. And so at that point, I opened them up and started using them. And I didn't really believe in it as a business, though, until I went home. And my mom actually did the spa part of it, where she laid me on the couch and we did the cucumber eye pillows and the relaxation and all of that. And once she did that, I was hooked. I was like, oh, this is more than just one of those parties, because I kind of rolled my eyes at it at first. But then when I really felt like it was giving women some knowledge about how to relax and be stress free, and obviously, it felt amazing, I thought, okay, well, maybe I do need to look into this a little more. But the biggest part was when I watched my mom making money. That was what really sold me on the business. It was really cool because all of a sudden there was a red Mustang in the driveway, and she had earned it for free. And so she was driving this car that I had never seen a new car in the driveway before. And I was like, okay, now I really want to do this. So that's kind of how I got started.
Yeah. And we'll share a little bit more with you guys a little later too. But oh, just for being on tonight, look what you get. Holy moly. So you're going to get this wonderful professional spin brush and our microderm peel that is just magical for your skin. Just telling you now, it's a once a week treatment. You're going to love, love, love.
Yes, and these are kind of the outline of what you're going to learn tonight. We're gonna kind of talk to you about how we are here to support you, just in any way that you would like. It doesn't have to be all the time, but we're here for you whenever you need it. And also just to learn about your products, how to use them, what order to use them in, and maybe some of the ones that you didn't get to try, we'll tell you about those. Getting started with, all of the above, getting started with your products, and getting started with possibly, the benefits of your membership with us, or sharing your products with others. And those are kind of some of the options with Beauty Control that we'll share with you, and what your next steps are to embark on that journey, whether that is to make a little extra money, or just to use your products correctly and get discounts, and how to get the best discounts. So we're going to kind of talk to you guys about all of those things. The 3 pillars really of the company are listed here. It's a very special company, and you don't really find companies like this very often that have been around as long as we have and sustained kind of the ebbs and flows of the market changing. But this company's been around 35 years, and all those years, the three things that stand out are that we change lives. We have a lot of women who would not be where they are today, would not have the confidence they have in the lives that they have without the opportunity of beauty control coming into their lives, whether that's to make them look better and feel more strong, confident, or whether that's to make them, financially stay stable. And the premium products are obviously the part that has kind of been with us from the beginning. And that's how our company started, was developing these awesome products. And then the unique business opportunity is constantly allowing people to hire and never get fired. You can only join the company and do with it what you want. We never have a cap on your income. We never have to budget cut. We are always expanding. So that's kind of awesome because there's no glass ceiling on how much you can do with this. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Kind of goes along with all that. Speaking of some of the history of the company, you can see where we came from in the 80s. This is when we started 35 years ago. You can see there's a few of our products here in the skin, industry. And we also did a lot of makeup, which you can see those bright colors there in that picture. And then moving on through the decades, we always just kept up and kind of started trends. Everything that's coming straight out of Europe, we're the first ones in the US to develop it. And so we're kind of on the cutting edge, and you can see through the years how we followed the trend there.
And of course, if you were shared this, you know that we're part of the Tupperware Brands Corporation. And Tupperware is just a monstrous company in 100 countries all over the world, and millions of consultants. And we are what they call the crown jewel of the Tupperware brands around the world. We are the crown jewel is what they call us. And it's a great mothership. They pour into us. They're actually now doing a whole new website for us, spent over $1 million on this new website that we're going to launch this summer. So it's a great mothership to have. And they are all about the premium products and the premium ingredients that go into those. So it's a great place to be and part of the Tupperware Brands family. Okay. Speaking of our premium and spa quality treatments, we actually were listed in one of the America's Greatest Brands in 2012, right there with FedEx and Chobani. We were the only direct sales company and the only cosmetic company in the book. And so we were right in there with all of those. We have a research and development facility in Dallas that is 2 football fields long. It is humongous. And they bring in ingredients from all over the world to create these masterpieces that we have in our bathrooms, right? So they are constantly on the cutting edge of the next thing. The latest thing is the micellar water, which you may hear more about. And that stuff is, it's a no rinse wash, and they've just launched it. So be looking for that one. It's awesome. Okay. And there's also unlimited growth potential, like Ashley was mentioning to you. When I first started, people said that to me, and I thought, what are they talking about? There is no such thing. But I'm here to tell you that there is such a thing. My husband is a contractor, and we all know what happened to the economy, and his business really suffered that. But at the same time, the beauty control checks started showing up in the mailbox, and they carried us right through that whole period. We never had to worry about a bill. And for the very first time ever that summer, I took our whole family on a Southern Caribbean cruise and paid for it myself. And I can tell you, it felt very different to be able to do that for my family. But I was not going to let my family not have a trip that year. So unlimited growth potential, it is definitely true. It's open to everyone. Anybody can join, 18 years or up. Affordable to get started. Most of you started at either, I know, the $35. We won't even talk about that because who knows if we ever see that again. And the $99 one, which is a great package. So you determine what you do with it. You can be a beauty insider and just enjoy the products for you and your family. You can do a part-time social seller, take it with you, take our little flyers and pass them out, give them to your friends, or you can actually have be an entrepreneur and have a six-figure income if you want it. And you get supported every step of the way.
All right, so we're going to talk about products now. So if you guys do have your box handy and you want to get it out, I'm going to go through some things with you. And those of you who got the $35 kit may not have all of these things, but you know, we all have something different if we got different kits. So we're just going to tell you about really the basics, and these are the things that we recommend you do first. And so if you don't have these items, you might want to get them. And then we'll kind of go through some of the other categories of things as well. So these are the 4 different categories that we have in Beauty Control, really separated all the products into. And there are so many products, but you know, if you think about them as one of these 4, it'll help you to divvy it up. So the first section is skincare and relaxation. And that's most of the things that you guys did when you did your spa session. We're talking about our basic facial, cleanser, toner, moisturizers, all of that. And then we also have in that category the hands manicure set. We have the lip appeal. We have the cucumber eyes, the green tea mask. So all those things. And then the second category is the instant facelift spa. And this one is really all the anti-aging. So when we're talking about the wrinkle release, reversing the signs of aging with our oxygen tool, lots of different anti-aging overnight treatments, daytime treatments, all those. So those are in the instant facelift spa. And the third one is the glam spa, which we will talk about tonight a little bit. And you guys may not have experienced yet, but we have amazing makeup that is really healthy for your skin and very great colors, makes you look really naturally beautiful. And then we have Bath and Body, and those are fun. Those are all the different scents and lines that smell like margarita, brown sugar, pomegranate, you know, lots of really nice, luxurious Bath and Body scrubs and things like that. So those things are separated into those 4 categories, which are also 4 different types of spas that you could do. So when you get together with someone, you're not doing the same thing every time you get together. You could get together with someone 4 times and do all 4 of these different sessions with them in a way. Okay? So we're going to talk about first our skincare, and this is going to be an everyday maintenance for your skin. And I have to tell you guys something. I went to the nicest spa you ever saw in Fiji, okay, this past week. And I thought, I'm going to do a little research. You know, business expense, got to get a spa treatment. So I got a massage, which was amazing. And then I got a body scrub and a facial, okay? And the facial was less pleasing than what I do every day, okay? Their facial did not have anything that warmed up, and it did not have a really great scrub that we use called a polish in it. All it had was a cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer, okay? And maybe a little something with exfoliation, but it wasn't like a nice, you know, scrub that you want to feel. And I paid good money for this facial, and let me tell you, what we have is better. So when you're looking at this BC facial line, this is really very high end, because I'm telling you, it did not smell good. It smelled like nothing, and it didn't feel that great afterwards. So we're going to talk about our BC facial as the main line. But the Skin Logics that you see first is kind of more of a simple line. If you have somebody maybe who has used Beauty Control before, they probably use this one. But we kind of upgraded it to the BC Facial. So what we're going to talk about is kind of all the different steps to the BC Facial. There's also the Regeneration Smooth line, which is for a little bit drier skin, maybe that needs a little more luxurious feel to it. Okay? I'm going to kind of, okay, yeah, I was right. Okay, so this over here on the right is the blue bottles. These are the ones that are the BC Facial. So the first step that I always do is green tea mask. So if you guys got the $35 kit, you have your green tea mask in there, and now you just need to add your BC Facial line. The green tea mask warms up, and it feels so amazing on the face. It just hydrates. It makes it clean. It makes it feel really, really nice because it heats up. I did this one on the plane. It felt amazing. Then you have a cleanser that you want to put on with it. You can mix it in. and you have exfoliating polish. And this is the one I was telling you about, has jojoba beads in it that are so great because they're soft, but they get off a lot of the dead skin and the dirt and oils. So you want to mix the cleanser, the polish, and the green tea all in one step and just rinse it all off. After you rinse it off, you'll move to the tonic, and you put that on a cotton swab, and you just swab it all over your face. Then you move to moisturizer, and that's step 3. Moisturizer can be either daytime or night cream, depending on what time of day it is. We have SPF 20 day lotion, and we have night cream for the night. And the night cream feels very light. Don't be afraid of it. It's really my favorite one because it feels soft as felt, but it doesn't feel heavy and greasy. The eye cream goes on anytime, but you would want to moisturize around your eye with that one, okay? And the steps in the Skin Logic Smooth line are pretty similar to those steps. Are there any questions about the skin line? You guys muted out, so you have to mute back in.
So do we exfoliate every day?
Good question. Some people really like to exfoliate every day, but it's recommended about every other day, or if you want to do it, a little bit less than that, that's fine. But normally it's every other day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you guys ready for anti-aging? This is the part that matters, right? Once you get your regular skin line down, you want to make sure that you insert a little bit of anti-aging in there. And most of this, you're going to see it fits into the regimen really easily. The first one is only once a week, this resurface set, and you guys are going to get that in your bonus pack for listening to this call. The Microderm Peel and the spin brush goes on. I usually do it on Monday, so I'll probably do mine tonight since I missed yesterday on the plane. But if you want to do this once a week, you put the resurface all over your face, and then you jump in the shower and you buff it with the spin brush and you just rinse it off. So it kind of comes off really quick and easy. And because it's a little deeper exfoliation, that's why you only do it once a week. So I do this one maybe as just step 1, and then you can follow up with your toner and moisturizer. The other items here that you're going to see are going to go after you tone, but before you moisturize. These are tightening serums. And these go, because you want to finish with moisturizer as your last thing, they go before your moisturizer. So we have this middle section here is my favorite. It's called the Extreme Tripeptide Complex. That's this face serum here. And then you have your Extreme Eye Complex, which is for your eye. And then you have a DNA cream. And I'm going to let you talk about that a little bit, Mom, because the DNA cream, it has really changed everybody's faces. It is so smooth, and it really does everything. It helps with discoloration and obviously wrinkles, texture of the skin, all that. Anything else you want to add about the DNA cream, Dramatic New Anti-Aging?
That stuff is just, it's my new favorite. Absolutely my new favorite. You're supposed to do it like it's a night cream that packs a punch, but let me tell you, girls, I'm doing it morning and night because I saw such a difference in my skin. The clarity was different, the smoothness was different, and the results of the testing that they do, and they never test on animals, by the way, but the results were like 97% of women experienced fine line change, and 94% saw this, and 100%, I mean, it was really dramatic changes that women saw in their skin. So the DNA cream is crazy good. And I'm not going to give you the details, but just know there's a jellyfish involved here, but they don't extract it. They replicated the protein that's in it, the immortal jellyfish. Go read about it. It's pretty crazy.
It means that the jellyfish never dies. Right. So it reproduces its own skin cells, and that's what the technology is behind this. So don't worry, it's not gross. Doesn't smell like fish. All right. So that's our Tight Firm and Fill. We call Regeneration Tight Firm and Fill Extreme. You can find these things online, and we'll kind of take you there, okay? Then there is a lip treatment as well for tightening, kind of plumping the lips. And then we move to the overnight category, and this is called Regeneration Tight Firm and Fill PM, because you can imagine you put it on in the PM. We have a Miracle Complex. This is a retinol alternative, so it's kind of like, you guys have probably heard of retinol. This is a more easy on the skin retinol, so it doesn't make you red and peeling. We have a lip, an eye, and a face, and then a mask as well for overnight. So those are all anti-aging, kind of the favorites, I would say, of the anti-aging line. Any questions about these? Okay. If you guys do want to read more about this, there is a book called The Skincare Masterclass. It's, I would say, probably 30 pages or so, and it comes with a DVD, and you can read about the skin and all the science behind everything. It's available on your website for $18.
Okay, let's talk about some color. I'm telling you, their makeup is the best ever. Ashley and I are going to share with you our most favorite foundation in a minute. And trust me, you're going to want to write that down. So get a pen and a piece of paper so that you can write this down. Our blushes and shadows, lips, powders, all mineral based, really good for your skin. Same pigments as MAC, but of course less expensive than MAC. You'll know if you're a cool or a warm just by the colors that you look good on you. If browns and cream colors and olive green and orange, those colors look good on you, then you're definitely a warm. If you're more towards the blues, the Kelly greens, the whites and blacks, those are more cool colors. And I will tell you about 90% of the people fall into the cool range. And some people can, do a cool or a warm color. So some people do both. If you look in your catalog, that big beauty book, you'll see the makeup section will have a C or a W for cool or warm. And some of them have a C and a W, so they can go either direction. Okay, so that way you'll know if you're ordering, colors that are more for you, and that will help you with that. Now, our favorite ever foundation is called, and this is a little bit, doesn't really describe this very well, but it's called Extreme Coverage. It's a tight, firm, and fill, part of the tight, firm, and fill line, which is the anti-aging Ashley was just telling you about, but it also has a foundation. Now, the extreme coverage means it covers all the discolorations and blemishes and whatever else you got going on, but it's very light, so you hardly even know you have it on. I put it on and was up 24 hours, flew to Paris. My makeup looked exactly the same as it did when I put it on the morning before. It's that good. So I'm just going to give y'all an up-close look at my foundation, and I haven't touched it since 7 o'clock this morning.
And I went on 2 bike rides and took yoga, and I still have mine on.
Yay, Ashley. So I'm telling you, this stuff is crazy good. We will show it to you, but it's called the Tight Firm and Fill. Has a little bit of the facelift in it and an SPF. It's good stuff. All right, so our mascara is to die for. It is like wearing false eyelashes, and we're going to show you all those things when we take you to the Beauty Net here in a few minutes. Okay. We also have a Color Studio, which is a book that shows you how to put makeup on properly, even a DVD that kind of shows you in a video how to do it. It is also $18, and we can find that on Beauty Net here in a few minutes. Now, there's also the Bath and Body, because, who doesn't want a little bit of fun in the shower, right? So this is some of the things that we did at your spa with you. On the left is your lip appeal. We did the 2 treatments, the peel part and the moisturizer that's on the very top of it. The manicure that you see there in the tube is our Extreme Repair Hand Cream. And this is that one that has no odor and is good for 3 washes. The cucumber eye pillows are in the very front. When you cut them in half, you end up with 92 of those. That's a great deal. The manicure in the back in the jar is that instant manicure. You got some of this in your kit, most of you did, so you have it there, and it is just a lot of fun at the spa. The far right is the Margarita, and you may remember the Margarita foot cream and the foot scrub you did at the spa. There's even a lip balm that tastes like a margarita. One of the spas we do is a Margarita spa, and oh my goodness, they just love it when you do this with them. So there's always a little fun. You can add in to an anti-aging spa if you wanted to, bring a little fun with it with the Bath and Body.
Okay, so these are kind of the 3 ways that you can use your membership, and we just want to make sure that you guys know that you can fit into any of these categories. The first one, most of you probably joined because you love those products and you wanted to get them at a really good discount, and boy did you. But if you would like to just keep using your products and maybe order every once in a while when you're out, and get a discount again, kind of be on the inside as to know what's new and what to use with what you're already using, how to enhance what you're already using. This is you, the Beauty Insider, and you can just stay connected with us via Facebook and our email so we can keep you in the loop about what the good deals are. The second one, you might end up wanting to just share with some people around you. Just happenstance, if they ask you what you're using, you probably will get a few comments on your skin. And if anybody wants to order anything with you, you can tell them you're placing an order every once in a while. If they want to put something in there, you can get it for them and you can keep the profit. So you get a little discount every time you order, and you can charge them the catalog price. And that way you're just kind of sharing socially and making a little extra money if you want to here and there. And then if you end up really doing that a few more times, you might end up being an entrepreneur. And both of us really just fell into it not knowing that we were going to use it that way. But it turns out that it's become the main income source for both of our families. And so that's kind of, we're here to teach you how to do any and all of those. So just wanted to kind of make sure you guys knew you can really do anything with this. Now, all of you have the opportunity to earn some free stuff, and it's only available in your first few months of Beauty Control. So we want to make sure you know what's on the table for you. And these are the gifts. They're called the Dream Start gifts. And these are going to be labeled 1, 2, and 3 for the first month, second month, and third month. So your first month is actually considered the first full month that you have belonged to Beauty Control. So if you join in the middle of the month in April, sometime in April, you have until the end of May to get this first gift for free. The first gift is $54 value, and it is called the Nutra-Rich Oil. And this is actually an item that is a staple because you can use it on anything, okay? It's good for dry skin, on the face, body. It's also good for sunburn, any sort of open wounds, lips, hair. You can use it so many ways. It's made from an apricot kernel oil, which is found way out in the South Pacific somewhere. And we just love this stuff. So you can get it for free if you order 500 or more retail amount. So you'll get your discount off of that within your first month. Okay, so within either April or May, depending on if you joined in April. If you joined in April, you have until the end of May. The 500s is only going to cost you $275 if you do it right after this call in the next 48 hours. Okay, so you're going to add a $54 value to that. So you're getting $550 of products for $275. So that's pretty good. So if you repeat that and you order the same amount or more in your second full month, then you get that dramatic new anti-aging cream, the DNA cream that we were just talking about, for free. That's worth $79. So think about that, your DNA cream that you want anyway coming for free. If you're just ordering and maybe sharing with some people to get them to order on your order with you, then you're going to get to that $500 level and get the free DNA cream. The third month, you can get a makeup set. This one's awesome because it kind of gives you an overall start to the makeup. You get our amazing mascara, a lip gloss, a primer for your foundation, and then a translucent powder, which really matches all skin types. So you can use that over the primer as a foundation. Okay? If you add all that up, you're close to $250 worth of products or so. And that's a pretty good deal for free. You know what I'm saying? So just keep in mind the first 3 months are the only months you can earn these. If you miss month 1, you can always earn month 2. So you don't have to earn the first one to get the second one. Okay? And then once you get past that, you might end up getting some bonuses. So we have a career plan that's based on paying you more and more and more. So if you decide to kind of do a little bit more with this, you're going to start getting bonuses. And I believe we have someone on the call that just got a bonus this month, Lulu. I know she might be muted out, but if you want to unmute and tell us how much your bonus was. I think it was over 200. Tell me.
I don't know yet. I haven't got the check yet, but it is supposed to be 250 or something like that.
Woo! That's awesome. So she got a bonus for helping other people really get started. So that's kind of what this is set up to do. Okay. And it's not going to feel great when you help other people get what they want and then you get what you want. You know, it's really amazing how helping each other and sharing pays off. Because when you go to the movies and you see a good movie and you tell someone about it, you don't get paid for that. But with this, they're going to pay you just for telling someone what's already good. So that's how great it is to work with this company.
Yeah, and I would just piggyback on that too, Ashley, because anybody that recruits 3 people on their team, and Lulu, you are aware of this, makes your discount go up. So you actually get your products at less and less as that happens. So, and that's kind of what we're talking about right here. So let's say you would like to maybe do this a little bit part-time. If you want to add $250 to your income for the month, 2 spas for about 4 hours worth of work, maybe a little bit more, just to hostess coach your hostess and make sure she's aware and gets invitations out. And that $250 could be in your pocket. And for $500, it would double. You would do 4 spas, 8 hours, and $1,000 would be 8 spas in 16 hours. And if you are a VIP, which is when you do have those 3 people who are active underneath you, this discount can double. It can be 50%. So then you would just double all of these because your profit would go up that much, if that makes sense to everybody. When you have 3 people on your team, you can get a 50% discount level, and that way you're paying half of that and making double here. Any questions about that? Lulu, give me the thumbs up if you're all excited about getting that 50%. I know, right? Good job. Anybody else have a question? All right, then we're going to move on, Ms. Ashley. Okay, and it all begins with the spa. All you need is a hostess, some guests at the spa, and a place to do it. And basically, you can be the hostess. You can have a few friends over to your place, and you can be the hostess. And that would be a spa. You set up the spa, and basically I take things out of my bag and set them on a table. That's how I set up the spa. Heat some neck wraps up maybe and put those on the guests as they come in. Thank the hostess, and she is going to get to keep her neck wrap. They'll have a spa, by the way, just to get that neck wrap, by the way. Then we do the product experience. I call this professional lotion squirting. That's what I do for a living, girls. I am a professional lotion squirter. Seriously. What happened at your spa? Squirt, squirt, squirt. And they love it. So that's it. You set sail with a sheet with all the sets on it and share the opportunity that you join Beauty Control with, and that's it. Before you go, you want to double check in with your hostess, make sure she's gotten all those invitations way out, far enough out, and did reminders, because people today need reminding. Okay, and that's the spa. It's pretty simple. Okay, Ashley, there we go. Now we've got some support we're going to share with you guys right now. In a few minutes, we're going to take you to BeautyNet, kind of walk you through some key things there that you're going to want to know. The beauty page that you see there is a website that is given to you free for 90 days. And this is for your clients. So you can send this out to your family, your friends all over the country, doesn't matter where they are. They can go to your beauty page, they can place orders, and you get a 40% commission. And they will ship the product to your client for you. Okay, so beauty page is real important to have even after your 90 days. If you're doing this for a part-time business, you'll want to keep it. It's about $10 a month to do because there's a lot of things people can go to that and do, and you don't even have to touch product. It's pretty cool. The beauty book is that big catalog that you have there. That is like the Beauty Control Bible. Everything is in there. The hostess rewards are in the beginning of it. There are some sets in there that you can use. If you had nothing but this at your spa, you would be just fine. It's got everything in it that you need. In the very back are the two sets that you can join Beauty Control with. Okay, so don't leave home without that one. The monthly product brochures are sales brochures that come out every month. They give us the sale prices as well as your clients. So if you want to pass those on to your clients, you can. You don't have to. But I usually do because people love getting those sales books in their hands. There's a shoppable one now that you can send out through Facebook or your email, and they click it and they can flip through the pages and order right from there. It's very interactive and fun, but you do need that beauty page website up and running to use that shoppable e-brochure. The Achiever magazine comes in the mail to you every month. It's what's new. It's just reminders about things that are happening throughout the month. And Ashley just went through the Dream Start and Living the Dream with you. So we're going to now take you to BeautyNet and talk a little bit about the ordering opportunity. Then we've got a little bit of homework we're going to give you as well so that we can get your microderm shipped out to you. So hang on for that as well. Oh, our WHO Foundation. Ashley, you want to talk about this?
Sure. We have a really amazing foundation within Beauty Control, and I've started talking about this to everybody in my spa session because it's so awesome. We've had this since the beginning, and what we do is every consultant, if they choose to, can donate back to this foundation. And we collect money all over the year, and then at the end of the year, we give out grants, and the grants only go to people who actually apply for the grant with an organization that is a 501c3 nonprofit who they volunteer with. And usually it's women or children shelters and different projects and things that we as consultants are volunteering with. And we give the money back to help others. And so it's just amazing to see all the different things that we're doing with that. So you guys are welcome to kind of read more about that. And you can even set it up to where it just takes $1 out when you order, or $1 amount when you order. And we both have ours set up to take out an amount every month or every time we order. So it's pretty neat. And I am going to remind you, you forgot one part to talk about the Frank list.
Oh, gosh, Ashley. Thank you so much. Yes, so if you got your pen and paper, we're going to do a quick little acronym down the page, girls. And it's going to be a man's name, happens to be my husband's name, but anyway, it's Frank. So write Frank down your page, and we're going to go through the acronym, and I want you to think outside the box. I want you to think about all the people in your life. The first one is friends. So just quickly, off the top of your head, list out there as many friends as you can possibly think of. First names are fine. And R is for relatives. And they don't have to live in your hometown as well. A is for acquaintances. Now, these are people like the lady at the post office that helps you, somebody that delivers your mail, the pharmacist, the secretary at the school, the teacher you see often, just people you may see a lot, but you may not, you maybe know them by first name. Those are acquaintances. Okay, N is for neighbors. And K is for kid connections or clubs. So if you're a PTA, if you're in the garden club, the whatever community club there is, a church organization, these are areas where, yes, and kids, of course, dance and soccer and all the athletics and everything else that go on, your children or your grandchildren. So there are people that you see every day that really need beauty control for whatever reason. Their skin might just really, they might need skincare, and if we never offer it, how are you going to know? Because if somebody didn't offer it to me, I wouldn't be right here and I wouldn't have I think I have pretty decent skin for 58. I don't know. I'm told that anyway. It feels really good. All right, so this is the Frank list, and these are people that you may want to contact to come over and just play with your new spa treatments. Or you could go to them and play with the new spa treatments. Today, I spent the entire day at a school, an elementary school, and we spa'd teachers all day long, and they absolutely loved it. So that you can do spa just about anywhere. Ashley, you want to add anything?
Well, it's really important that you guys have this list because you'll revisit it every so often. And a lot of times people say, okay, I've gone through my list. Well, then we've got to start over, and you've got to think of different clubs and think of friends and things like that. But you'll continually make your Frank list and you'll continually meet new people. And if you just make yourself contact, I would say 3 or 4 people a week at least, and invite them over to practice. Tell them you need some practice on doing spa treatments, and who doesn't want to come over to be a guinea pig to do spa treatments, and the really great way to do it is if you invite one from each of these categories. So there'll be people that don't know each other. It's really fun to have one of each and then tell them to each bring a friend. And then you've got 10 people before you know it. And they're all from different areas. So then when they want to book a spa, you've got different groups of people to pull from instead of all your friends that know each other already. Does that make sense?
Thanks for adding that. That's a very good point, Ash.
Okay.
Any questions, you guys, about any of that?
No.
All right, let's go to BeautyNet and take a look at. Now, in the next 48 hours, Beauty Control does give you a pretty incredible opportunity to get some of your favorite treatments that maybe weren't in your kit at a 45% discount. So we're going to show you. Ashley's going to log into beautynet.com. Hopefully everybody knows that is the Beauty Control website for you, not for your clients, but for the consultants. And so we're going to log in here.
You'll have these numbers in your email, the first email Beauty Control sent you. Make sure you write them down and keep them safe because that's how you get in to the discounted section here. Okay. So all across here is going to be important items when you guys first log in because these are all the specials. You can see this one's only the 9th through the 13th. So you happen to have a free night serum, which is awesome. So we'll kind of talk more about that.
This hyaluronic acid in that night cream is just, that night serum is to die for. I use it every single night, and I sometimes do it during the day too. I cheat a lot.
Should I go here?
Yes. So we're going to take you to the online catalog. It's under products and then order products. And this is what it looks like. Right now we have 50% career level discount on all of our skincare, which is pretty cool. And
you lucked out on that.
Yes, that is a biggie right there.
So those of you that got the $35 kit, this is our suggestion. Go right to the skincare category because you didn't get your skincare. This set is the regular size set of all the skincare. It's already marked down. Then you get 50% off of that sale price. So that's a really great time to get your skincare. Okay. Go ahead, Mom. Did I cut you off?
No, you're good. You're good. So this is a great chance to do that. Now, remember when your order hits $199, you get that night serum right there free. So that's an extra $59 that you get for that order. Now, we're going to talk to you a little bit about the 45% discount on anything else that you might want. Ashley, go up there to the Bath and Body. And let's take a look at the margarita. treatments because a lot of people wanted that margarita. I know that's foot scrub and the foot cream. So this is where you would find all the margarita treatments. Now, when your order hits 500 retail, you're going to get 45% off. So if you order the skincare, you'll get that at 50% off. But then anything else you add to that, as long as you hit 500 retail, you're going to get 45% off everything else. And then at that $500 level, you also get the Nutri-Rich oil free, which is the $54 item. So not only would you get the serum, you're going to get the Nutri-Rich. It's an extra $100 that you're going to get free in the next 48 hours if you do this order. So it's a $500 order. You get your skincare 50% and everything else 45% off, plus the free $100 in the Nutri-Rich and the night serum. So that is the you customize it. It can be anything you want it to be.
And I'm going to pull up, you guys, a order that I've put together that's recommended with everything we did at the spa in one place. So all you have to do is write down those item numbers, and then you can plug them in to your cart. And the way you do that is Quick Shop. You can just plug in the item numbers that I post. And I'm going to pull that up here in a minute.
First, let's go to sales aids and show them the sales aids, Ash.
Yeah, I'm getting a little confused here on all these numbers.
Okay.
So I had the skincare products, like that BC facial is 50% off no matter what. So it was $199 retail right now. Is that?
You will get 50% off the $159, wouldn't you?
Yes. So it's normally $183. You're getting it 50% off of this sale price, which is $159. So who has the math on that? I think it's like
$80.
Like
It's about $80.
Yeah, $80 for 183 worth of products. So
that's if we order within the when the special sale.
right.
While this special sale's on. But in order to get our 45% off on other products, we have to order a minimum of $500 in the next 48 hours.
Right. So if you're gonna get the skincare, you're gonna want to do everything in one big order.
Okay.
So that way you'll get that 45% off the rest of it, and you're going to earn the night serum that's free.
And the Nutri-Rich
And the
drink
Nutri-Rich
starting
oil, so-
free item as well.
Right.
So 500 is really you want to do as minimum. This skincare counts as 159 toward the 500.
Okay.
Yep.
And you don't have to do a $500 order if you don't want to, for sure. But if you were looking at doing some other items, then you get close to that. Maybe you have some friends, I don't know, that may want some things, or maybe you need gifts for people. Y'all, these make great gifts for brides, for birthdays, for what